For this video, I'm just doing a comparison of Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, and Red Dead Redemption 2. And please check out my recent comparison if you haven't checked it out already. Spider-Man PS4 versus Batman Arkham Knight. It's a comparison mostly, so I go category by category and my overall thoughts of it. So my overall thoughts, the overall edge in this comparison does go to Red Dead Redemption 2. And I'm gonna explain why. Like, share, subscribe, share the video all over. And a comment down below for feedback. So overall, Red Dead Redemption 2 does have the better content. There's overall more exploration. The open world feels a lot richer. The open world is a lot richer. The characters are better. The characters feel a lot more three-dimensional and all that. Metal Gear Solid 5, the overall story is shorter. The open world feels more empty. However, the controls are better overall, and our mechanics are better. And in certain main mission scenarios, it is better. First, let's start off, with the easy categories: mechanics, controls. Like I just said, Metal Gear Solid 5 has the overall the mechanics of the game is a lot smoother. It feels smoother. It runs smoother. Going from moving into cover is a lot smoother. Running is a lot fluent. Just the overall feel for the character. You feel, a lot more mobile. As opposed to Red Dead Redemption 2, you move slower. Your character feels very heavy. It moves very heavy. The mechanics are extremely heavy. And just trying to pick up something in the game, in the world, is very hard. It's very annoying. Metal Gear Solid 5, there is nothing like that. It's just fluent. They mimic real life. I felt like Konami or whatever, the company that made Metal Gear, mimic real life movement. They put it in this game. It's in this game. Everything just feels so fluent. The shooting as well feels more fluent. Like you hear many people say Red Dead Redemption 2 has a problem with, free aim or auto aim, assist aim or whatever. Metal Gear Solid 5, it feels the guns, how the guns, how they perform, the shooting, the reloading, the recoil feels perfect. Metal Gear Red Dead Redemption 2, everything feels a lot more mechanical and slower, slower to reload and all that. The animations are slower in Red Dead. So overall story, Red Dead Redemption 2 has an overall better story and characters as well. Metal Gear Solid 5, it feels like there is fragments of the story missing. Or the story itself feels like a fragment. The main villain is not shown enough. Skullface, and by the time you learn about the main villain's motivation, that's a little bit too late, I feel. So, and there's a lot of missing pieces to the overall warfare in the game, the Metal Gear, the whole nuclear arsenal thing in the game. And the plot just kind of falls a little flat. The story is better in Red Dead 2. Every single character, like in the main story, feels a three-dimensional, and the dialogue is very well written, very well. A character, and this overall main character is better. Arthur Morgan is a better character, I feel, at least for these two portrayals. Arthur Morgan is a better character than Snake in Metal Gear Solid. Snake doesn't say much in Metal Gear Solid 5. So the overall character feels a little flat there. So that's story. And every chapter in Red Dead 2 feels complete, as basically spoilers at the fall of the gang. The gang is falling apart, or whatever. So yeah. Overall content does go to Red Dead 2, Red Dead Redemption 2, because there is a vast amount of content, from hunting animals, meeting NPCs in the world, doing bounties for police officers, or even as much as strangers, the strangers and freaks from Rockstar Games, they like to do that, doing errands or whatever it's called again, errands for quests, quest members or whatever, for like in your main camp. There's tons of things, and there's over 300 of species of animals in the game alone. So from bears, hawks, there's a tons of animals in the game. Turtles, rabbits, squirrels, vultures, snakes, alligators, tons of animals. Metal Gear Solid 5, however, the side content does not compare to Red Dead 2, I feel. The side content does recycle itself. Like I guess in both ways they do. Both games they do, but Metal Gear Solid 5, the side content does overall, feel repetitive over time. Red Dead Redemption 2, there is none of that. It feels a lot more fluent and smoother, the side content, and it's a lot more replayable. It's more replayable, and there is more to do overall outside the main story. And Metal Gear Solid 5, another point of it too is sometimes the side contents they do bleed into the main missions. So some side content it is necessary to do, which I like that. I like that they did implement that. So that's like on the main content. Again, that the main story is overall better in Red Dead 2. I will say, however, in the main content, the approachability in the gameplay, it is better in Metal Gear Solid 5 because Red Dead 2 in its gameplay is more linear in the main story. It's follow this person, go here, shoot out. Follow this person, escort this person here, bring this item back to this person or whatever. Metal Gear Solid 5, because it's more stealth open world, there is many different ways to approach your gameplay, and you want to go stealth, guns blazing. Red Dead Redemption 2 is more scripted in its gameplay in the main story missions. In Metal Gear Solid 5, for the most part, there is. However, Metal Gear Solid 5, you do get a grade after every mission, right? Main mission. So yeah, the better you do, the more stealthier you are, the better. So that's that. The overall main mission approachability is better in Metal Gear Solid 5. Allows for more variety. Upgrade systems, special abilities. Special abilities, for the most part, and like overall, like arsenal. Special abilities for the most part, Red Dead 2, there's just bullet time. No, what do you call it again? Deadeye mode. So a slow motion aim. Metal Gear Solid 5, there's tons of different abilities, from using the bionic arm to attack, being able to detect things in the environment without being close to them, using drugs to increase health, or being able to again detect things, detect life forms from far away, tranquilizers, and tons of gadgets, right? C4s, landmines, tranquilizers, grenades, tons of different upgrades in the weaponry and the weapon capacity, tons of weapons. And overall, like upgrading things in Metal Gear Solid 5, I would say actually upgrades is kind of equal, because in Red Dead Redemption 2, because you're in the Wild West, you gotta upgrade your camp, right? As the game goes on, the camp changes. Metal Gear Solid 5, you upgrade the mother base, which is like this giant oil rig. It's a giant oil rig that you gotta go back to, and you gotta upgrade it. And upgrade, for it's a lot more complex, because you get in Metal Gear Solid 5, there's these resources, right? There's rare resources, metal resources, oil resources that you have to build up over time. It's basically like a small economy, and as you build it up, the mother base can get bigger and bigger and bigger. Whereas Metal Gear Solid 5 is mostly just upgrading the camp, more ammo capacity, more food stores like for people or whatever, and so on. Upgrades again in weaponry, it's similar, very similar. Metal Gear Solid, you can develop weapons, so over time, and at the higher your R&D units are, that's the sector of people working in R&D in Metal Gear Solid, the more weapons you guys can develop, and more upgrades that get available to you. So yeah, and customization too. As like I said before, Red Dead Redemption 2 has better customization. I would say Red Dead 2 has better customization, better in the customizing, outfits, uniforms, the looks. Metal Gear Solid 5 for the most part, you have to wait to develop those, and there's not as many outfits. You gotta wait till I develop those many different those different military looks. Red Dead Redemption 2, however, there's tons of different like vests, sweaters, t-shirts, like traps, and the more animals you hunt, the better you can get like these cool ass uniforms. It's cool, of the Wild West, like these, traps and these pelts. These are super cool. It's really, really, really cool. I can make it the character look very cool. The customization in Metal Gear Solid does feel a little more limited compared to Red Dead 2. So again, we went over an overall last category again, immersion. Immersion, I say because Metal Gear Solid 5 does have, no, I will say, the cutscenes really bring that extra edge to Metal Gear Solid 5. The cutscenes, they feel very realistic. Just the voice acting, the visual, it's beautiful to look at. Red Dead Redemption 2 is beautiful to look at. Dialogue is amazing and super immersive. The only thing that holds back Metal Gear Solid 5 in its immersion is the open world is empty. The open world does feel empty. Red Dead Redemption 2, the open world is more rich with people, NPCs. It's filled with NPCs. Metal Gear Solid 5, there is NPCs, but for the most part, in the open world, it's just mostly enemy soldiers or enemy base. And Red Dead Redemption 2, at any time you can come across like a random thief or a stranger asking for help. And the characters feel more real. Every person you run into, they feel more realistic in Red Dead 2. So immersion does go to Red Dead 2. So again, the categories: better story in Red Dead 2, better mechanics in Metal Gear Solid 5, approachability like in gameplay, Metal Gear Solid 5 better. Upgrade systems, they're like equal, pretty equal. Like I said before, better characters in Red Dead Redemption 2 are more immersive. Metal Gear Solid 5, however, easier to get used to the controls, the overall like replayability. I would say Red Dead 2 is more replayable because just overall better. Like the story is better, so you're getting more, and it's longer too as well. So you're getting more for your money, I feel, but yeah, and yeah. So overall, the edge does go to Red Dead Redemption 2. Both are good games for the PS4. I recommend them, and I'm gonna do more of these comparison videos. So watch out for them. So like, share, subscribe, guys. Share the video. Thanks for watching. Comment for feedback. Thank you.